I used to train the different courses like Python, uh, machine learning, deep learning, artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks, natural language processing, AWS, DevOps. Coming to these are all software courses. Even I used to train the students for hardware courses also, like VLSI, embedded systems, and radar and antennas. That is totally different. So, so in the especially so where I have started my own startup that is related to artificial intelligence, where I received the patents in the healthcare industry. So which I started healthcare, and I have been collaborated with so many super specialty hospitals in Hyderabad. So where we used to get the data, based on that data, we will that is our company's product based company where we used to do the projects. So for that doing the projects, we require the data. So for getting the data, we collaborated with those hospitals. From those hospitals, we used to get the data. Based on that, we done the some of the projects. And so what are the projects what we are doing? That is purely based on our own idea. And actually, I got the patent on those healthcare products, which is in integrated of an electronics and the AI. So this is my background. So previously, I also worked in an engineering college as a faculty. Now I'm currently working as a data scientist. So I have a teaching experience as well as software experience. Previously, I worked in Indian Space Research Organization for Chandrayaan-2 project, that is for lander and rover communication. So where I have published the national and international journals, and even I have presented my ideas in the national and international conferences. And as well as I'm currently pursuing PhD in artificial intelligence. So this is my background. So so whatever I'm courses which whatever the topics I used to discuss in this course, just I will note down in the notepad. So each and step by step, what are all the topics we are going to discuss, I will discuss with you in this demo session. So instead of showing a slide, so I will type the topic, whatever the topic which I am going to discuss in the course. Then it will be an easy for us, even for you to capture what I am telling. So that is first of all, first module in a artificial intelligence course where I am used to cover the Python overview. So which is a prerequisite course for AI course, you should know the Python. Even if you don't know also, no worries. I will cover the overview. So what are all the essentials which are required? Only those topics I will cover. If you want to get in depth of the Python, so you should have to, first of all, you should have to get the Python prerequisite, so which is essential for AI course. After learning the Python, then it is recommendable to join this course. Even if you don't know Python also, then no worries. I will be covering in the first module Python overview. So which is required. So I'll give just like as a flavor and examples you have to do practice on your own. So in the Python is separate course where I used to cover those topics as well as I'll make you to practice in that module, in that course. So here this is an AI course. Just I will give an overview what are all the topics which we are going to discuss and what are an essentials we are going to in the future use in the AI. So like TensorFlow, Keras, libraries, all those things which we'll be discussing here. Next, after that module 2, where I am going to cover an artificial neural networks. So here I going to cover as artificial neural networks. In these artificial neural networks, what is meant by neuron first. So based on our human brain, what are all the nerves which are present in our body, based on that only they have developed these artificial neural networks. We used to talk the history about the artificial neural networks, how it came. All will be going to discuss in the module 2. That is what is meant by neuron. Uh, Next. So what is single layered perceptron? What is, yeah, Python is mandatory. So because why? Suppose if we want to implement in the AI applications, in which language we will implement? That is in the Python only. So even though if you don't know Python also, I will cover. Just I will give flavor of the Python. You have to practice. If you need, I will take extra class also. You no need, no worries regarding that.
Okay, basic is fine, or do we need to have in-depth of Python for this?
So basic is also fine. Even when I'm going to discuss about the topic, whenever the particular suppose if you need the functions. So
Okay,
if you know how to use the function, that is fine.
okay, Teja.
Even I'm going to implement some of the application or some of the practical I'm going to implement. At that time also, if you don't know, just I will discuss everything in detail.
Okay, sure, noted.
Here itself, I will cover like what are the data types.
Uh,
So what are the and what is a function? What are the classes? What are the methods? Abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. All these required topics which I am going to cover in the module 1 itself.
how many sessions will be there, this Python overview?
So around 20.
Okay, fine.
So in depth of the Python course where I'm going to cover nearly 60 classes.
Okay, Teja, noted.
Yeah. So next one is where I'm going to cover is what is single layered perceptron, what is multi-layered perceptron, so what is forward propagation. So here mathematics also required. So I will cover all the mathematics from basic from the scratch. You no need to worry. So differentiation, everything will be coming in these artificial neural networks. What is back propagation? Like what is hidden layers? What are weights and biases? Activation functions, loss functions, optimizers, and the practical. So different. So we'll take different use cases and we'll solve the we'll solve. We will implement the ANN by using Python. So this is module 2. So where I'm going to cover in depth of ANN from the scratch. So even some of the topics are also there. So I mostly I covered all the topics. So which I'm going to cover all the in depth only from the scratch. Next one is module 3, that is convolution neural networks.
Hello.
So yeah, please tell.
Yeah, actually, only Python language is you used in this AI or any language?
The Python only. Python is recommendable.
Acha, only Python.
Why Python only everyone is preferring? Why not other language? That is a question for everyone. So why means because we have more libraries in the Python. So in other languages, we don't have those libraries. Even for implement this ANN, simple ANN itself, so we have to struggle. So the code will be getting very like complexity goes increases. For other languages, if you try to implement, even the same thing you can implement by using Java as well as by using C++ also. But there we don't have these that many libraries how we have in Python. So writing just like the simple weight updation, just by using TensorFlow or Keras by library, we can implement just in one line or two lines. But the same thing, if you see in C++, you have to implement the entire thing code. We don't have any library. So instead of here in Python getting of one or two lines, in C++, we have to write 30 to 40 lines of code. So that's why the same operation even it is doing. So why we will go for C++? So just we can implement by using Python only because of having so many libraries. That is the main reason everyone is preferring Python. Everyone is asking Python is mandatory skill for any course. Suppose even if you go for data analyst also, they are asking as Python. Even if you go for DevOps, they are asking Python. So everywhere, so in each and every course, whatever you are doing at present, so Python is a mandatory skill. Why means because of having more libraries.
For learning Python, any coding skill required?
Coding skill not required. Just it's like simple English language only. So you no need to worry.
Okay.
That's very easy. So convolution neural networks, then what is the meaning of convolution neural networks is like how the human we are, how we will see the person, how we will see the objects. That is like as a vision. How the human have the vision with our eyes. You are seeing something images. You are seeing some videos. So everything is through our eyes only. So for system also, we are making to implement like a vision. So how we are seeing and how we are recognizing the person, even system also is seeing some image and it should be able to recognize. So this person is he, this person is someone, this person is someone. Suppose if I'm showing two images. For example, I'm showing some image like as a cat and dog. For example, if I'm going to take here some consider this is some image, this is some image. So in these two images, should be able to recognize what is this image, what is this image. By human, if we are seeing that from our childhood, we are seeing these kind of images and we are learning. Automatically, our neurons get inbuilt in our brain and we can able to capture who is this person, who is what is there. So at the child, if you take the 1 year child or 2 year child, so at initially they don't know what is the snake, what is the cat, what is dog. Simply they will catch the cat or snake or dog. So if we make them to train, so please don't touch the snake, please don't touch the cat. So the child will be recognizing that. So we should not touch the cat, we should not touch the dog because it will bite us. So like that we will insist the child not to touch anything in the childhood itself. So whatever the from the childhood how the child is learning, that is not to touch or not to anything. The similar way we are making the child to learn in the childhood. So even in the elder age, if the person is growing, he knows that the snake is or cat or dog. If we touch the dog, maybe it may bite us. So he learned that from his childhood. That's why whenever the dog is there, he won't keep his finger in the dog's mouth. So why he won't keep? As he knows that it will bite us. How he learned? So from the childhood. The similar way, here also we will train the system. Consider this system is a child. So as system is a child, we are insisting the system not to, we are insisting the system to recognize that this is a cat, this is a dog. So we are making the system to train. How to train is that only AI. So AI is nothing but just we are implementing the replica of human. So how human will think, how human will see, how human will hear. The similar way, the system also it should be able to think in the same process. How it is, we are replicating as a human. That's all. That is AI. So that is for convolution neural networks. We are how the humans are seeing with our eyes. Even the system also should able to see the particular object and should be able to recognize. How it will be recognized is, that is where we are going to see the module 3, convolution neural networks. There first, there we have the sub-modules is image classification. By showing different objects, it should be able to recognize that this is this is a cat, this is a dog. Even in the childhood, if we are taking 1 year or 2 year baby, we are showing some of the images. So this is an apple, this is a ball. Like that, we are showing some kind of images and we are making the child to learn. The same way here also, we have to train the system in the similar way. Suppose if the two images are there, if I am showing cat image or dog image, in the dog also we have so many breeds are there, like German Shepherd, Doberman, etc. So like that, if we are showing some kind of dog images, even the similar kind of any dog, other breed, if it is showing, it should be able to recognize that this is a dog. So each and every breed will be different, but we knows that that is a dog. But the system, how it knows? We should have to train in such a way that more number of images to the system, such that it will learn what is the cat, what is the dog. If we are showing any kind of image, it should be able to recognize. So this is a cat, this is a dog. So these are all things I will be showing by visualization. You no need to worry. Just I'm going to discuss what are the topics I'm going to deliver in this course. That only I'm telling now. So I'm not discussing anything. No need to worry. So the algorithms where we are going to discuss as LeanNet, LXNet, like VGG16, 19, ResNet, InceptionNet, GoogleNet. These are all called the uh, classification algorithms. So before that, we are going to discuss as TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch. These are which are an essential. Nowadays, every company is asking. So these three we'll discuss. These are the libraries where we'll discuss all these libraries in depth. So I'll train. So what are all the essentials which are required related to TensorFlow and PyTorch? I'll discuss in that libraries. Next one we are going to discuss as object detection, segmentation, and tracking. So where we are going to discuss all these things. So for example, what is object detection is, suppose if we are going to, I think everyone knows the Facebook. I think everyone have come across the Facebook. In the Facebook, if we keep some of the group image like this. So I will show the figures separately. Now I'm drawing. So at that time, we'll be showing some kind of images and I will explain. See here, some 5 friends are there in a group image. That is, if you take if you upload the picture, any group image, your friend's image or your family image or something, if you upload that, so automatically some rectangular box will used to come. Even not only, even in the phones also nowadays. I think everyone have seen this one. Whether you have seen, please respond. Whether you have seen, whenever you are taking some kind of an image or whenever you upload some kind of an image in the Facebook, automatically some rectangular box used to come. At the top, it will some name used to come here. So who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? How it is able to recognize and how it is detecting. This is this person only. So that is called as an object detection. Object detection means in the group image, it can be able to recognize who is that person. So each and every image. So like classification means only single image, either this or that. But in the object detection, group of persons will be there. Each and every person can able to identify who is that person. So that is called as object detection, where we are going to discuss what is the difference between detection, segmentation, and tracking, where we are going to discuss as fast RCNN, CNN. Next one is faster RCNN, RCNN, fast RCNN, fast RCNN, fast RCNN, fast RCNN. Next one is SSD and YOLO models. So how up to what version we got up to recently, all those algorithms we will discuss. Next one is module 3, module 4. Module 4 where we are going to discuss as natural language processing. So which is most important. So everywhere we are going to see these applications from morning to night, from whenever we rise from, whenever we wake up and after going to bed. So morning to night, whatever the between the activities, whatever you are doing, definitely most of the applications are based on NLP only. For example, mail. If you are typing, if you are sending a mail to some person, so whenever you are writing a mail, automatically the words used to get. How it is getting? Because of NLP. So that is a application of an NLP. Suppose, for example, Chat GPT. So Chat GPT is an example of NLP only. Suppose if you are writing something, so I need this code. If you are asking something to the Chat GPT, it is able to reproduce that code. Suppose, for example, in the Chat GPT, if you mention addition of two numbers, I need the program for addition of two numbers in the C, C++, Java, and Python. In all the languages, I need this for the addition of two numbers. If you ask the Chat GPT, automatically it will show the code. You no need to write anything also. It will only tell that, so this is the code for C. This is the code for C++. This is the code for Python. How it is able to get? That is an example of NLP. So extensive research and in the future also, more number of jobs will be getting because of NLP. So what are the applications? What in every day some new application is coming. So many features are getting added to the existing application, all because of this NLP only. So where the most of the AI will be concentrating, everyone should mostly focus on the NLP only. So in that NLP, we have the libraries like NLTK, Spacey, GenSim, Stanford, TestBlock, all these libraries we will discuss, which are for the NLP. Next one, we are going to discuss as like future, like an algorithms, like RNN, LSTM, bidirectional LSTM, encoders, decoders, all will discuss. You don't no need to worry. What is an encoder? What is decoder? All that I will discuss whenever it is required. So it's an huge topic. In order to discuss all these things now, so first of all, you should know these neural networks. So for all whatever I'm going to tell module 3 and module 4, if you want to know module 3 and module 4, and even if I'm discussing about module 3 and module 4, the prerequisite for module 3 and module 4 is module 2. So you should know ANN. If you know the ANN in-depth, practical intuition, theoretical concept, so these are all things you can do very easily. So next one is encoders, decoders. Next one is BERT models. So in that, we used to discuss the research papers also. So how they have developed these algorithms, how it came, we will discuss with the research paper. So who developed these who invented this? So many research papers are there. Those I will discuss. Next one is BET models. Next one is GPT. So that is GPT-1, GPT-2, GPT 3.5, GPT-4. Even the chart GPT, you can see at the top, it will be showing a GPT 3.5 and GPT-4. So this is an application of GPT only. So if you want to understand the in-depth intuition of GPT, the main prerequisite for GPT is BET. From the BET only, they uh, so 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 many applications came because of BET. So if you know the BET in-depth intuition, so automatically you could also develop the new algorithm with your own version, and even you can keep the name some name. So these are all because of the BET models. So like how to remove the stop words, how to remove the punctuation words, like what is n-gram, what is unigram. So all we'll discuss. What is word to wait, what are embeddings. So these are all which are the very small topics. In order to discuss before all these topics, I will discuss those. So what is word embedding? What is meant by stop words? So we'll discuss in-depth intuition of NLP, theoretical as well as practical. So in the AI course, you should know the theory. So unless if you don't know the theory directly, you cannot do the practical. So theory is the most important in AI. So if you know the theory, as it is, you are going to implement the same thing in practical also. So that's why you should know the very in-depth intuition of each and every topic. So then only you can implement that same thing in the Python. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah, you can ask
Yeah.
Anjaneyu,
Yes.
Shivakumar, Sai Kiran, Shivakumar, Vasu, Sai
How
Gayatri.
yeah. How AI is different from ChatGPT?
Yeah, application only ChatGPT.
Okay.
Because of this algorithm only they have developed ChatGPT.
Acha.
This is by ChatGPT, how they develop means because of NLP.
Okay. Now ChatGPT 4 also responding to image classification, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir.
All because of this only, GPT. If you want to know the GPT, you should know all these things. Then only we can come to this topic.
Acha.
Even without CNN also, you can learn NLP after ANN. But it is recommendable, even if you know the CNN, after that, if you learn the NLP, then it will be good. So more visualization you should have to do. So instead, this course is completely different from other courses. So more for every person, they have to get visualize whatever I am telling you. You have to visualize. So you should have to think like as a human. So how humans will be able to respond? How human by seeing that how humans will react. In the similar way, we have to make the system the same way.
So in real time, how AI person will do in the IT sector in
So that is where so suppose for example some kind of an I will take in one company application I will take and I will discuss now. Suppose for example they have so many documents are there. Some of the companies nowadays what they are doing, they are trying to implement their own algorithms based on these two. Some companies, that is especially product based companies. So some of the people are working there. From there, even in my company where I'm working also, there also what we used to do is based on the text, some huge amount of text will be there. That is huge amount of text is nothing but Google, Wikipedia, all the related documents. Based on the topic, whatever the topic you are giving, so it has to summarize. That is called as a text summarization. This is where this is one application where NLP engineers will do. Suppose if you have huge amount of document, that is 300 pages, one textbook or one thing is there. So if you don't have the time to read all those 300 pages document, so if you give all those 300 pages soft copy, whatever the topics which are there in that book, and if you go to the text summarizer as an input, automatically it will give it in one page. Instead of 300 pages, you will get entire thing in one page. So what is there in that content? What are the main important topics? It will give the summary of an entire book. So this is one application where the nowadays they are doing. Another one is like you see the Google Lens. I think you see the Google Lens, whether you know Google Lens. If you in the Google application, please try to see today in your mobile only. Google will be there. So in that Google Lens will be there. If you capture that image, in that image some text is there. Automatically the text will get captured. If you take the image, text with some of the background, something is there. So that letters, whatever it is there, here I'm going to see, here letters are there. Some background, some white color background image is there. But by using Google Lens, it should be able to capture only this part only. I don't require the back part, background part. So this is an example of OCR, that is optical character recognition. So which is a combination of CNN and NLP. So this is like this kind of applications they are building in an industry. That is all things you have to implement in Python only. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, clear.
Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I think you may have the doubt. What is the course duration? So proposed plan is for this course duration is I plan to 3 to 4 months. So whether all these topics will be covered in 3 to 4 months, that is the second question for you. So that is based on your response, I will go in that way. Unless if you don't understand, I won't go to the next topic. So every person in the class should have able to understand whatever I am telling from the scratch, even the pinpoint also. Even if you don't know addition, how to do also, no, you can ask me.
Do you
So
provide
each
any
and every
project?
point should is yeah,
Okay. And
yeah,
how much package we can expect if we complete this?
yeah, 35 lakhs, 40 lakhs. If you see in Naukri, you can get. So this is only topmost course in this world.
Okay. And like what might be the designation for this? Because
So
we might be
based
like,
on your experience,
Mhm.
so based on the topics you learn, based on your confidence level, based on the projects what you done, and finally we can decide.
Because I have an experience with Power BI, SQL, and other MSBI tools also. So,
Yes.
like, how can I mention these
Yeah.
information into my resume?
Yeah,
Even I have an experience with
first
PDF.
few years you can keep the projects what you done related to SQL Power BI. So
Okay,
next years you can keep these CNN or NLP projects you have done.
okay, okay, fine.
Can we get a job as a fresher with AI?
Yeah, fresher it's a difficult. Fresher what I can suggest is directly you can try for startup as well as an intern. Even if you can showcase this work, whatever the projects you are doing, if you can showcase this work into the LinkedIn, so I think so many recruiters will be there based on whatever the work you are publishing, automatically they will contact. Even some freshers also got in that way directly into the some of the topmost MNCs. That all depends on you. How much you are focusing, how you are learning, how you are implementing the projects.
Is it your first
Actually,
batch?
actually, I'm currently working in with different technology, so I want to switch to AI. So when I
Yeah,
was starting, yeah,
definitely you can switch. So everything we will learn from the scratch. You can keep some years of experience what you are doing at present, and next few years you can keep the work related to AI.
Okay.
okay.
Mm. Like, what is the cost, Teja, for this?
And that is course admin people will tell. So
Is it only
you
on
can
weekend or daily basis?
so based on your convenience, you can post when it is convenient for you, which is based on majority. I will take the decision.
Because if it is only on weekends, then it will be like, like you may take more time or sessions may take more, right? Or is it
Yes,
only for 1 or 2 hours daily?
that's better now for everyone. Daily
Is
1 or 2 hours is better now compared to taking 3 to 4 hours in the weekend per day. How it's better for you. You can keep your comments in the chat box. Based on that, I will take decision.
Oh, if you take daily 1 hour, it will take to complete by 90 days, right?
Not 90, more than that.
Acha.
So because some topics I need the 2 to 3 hours at a stretch. So that I will inform prior only. Suppose if tomorrow if I'm taking 3 to 4 hours, by today itself I will inform as I'm taking tomorrow 3 to 4 hours. Some if I'm going to discuss the algorithm, I should not stop in the middle. So I have to go in depth now. So at a stretch I have to tell some topics.
Can you share course content as a PDF or something?
Yeah, this only I have at present.
Okay.
So I will make this PDF and I will send to you.
Okay, fine. Sure, done.
If you don't understand the topic at today's class, unless if you understand only, then only I will go to the next topic. Even in my Python classes also, the same way I am following. You can ask the people who join in Python class in the Go Online trainings only.
Sir, like what level of knowledge we will get after completing of this course?
Level of knowledge in the sense you
Like
can
intermediate
you
or
can build an application. What are the existing in the market? It is there.
Mhm.
You will just you are reaching to that level. That I can say. That is what the industry is expecting. You can reach to that level.
So can we call it as advanced level?
Yes, advanced.
Okay.
I cannot say this is advanced based because even the research is going every day. New algorithm is coming up in the AI every day.
Okay.
So if you mention how much
Because even
years
I
we
am
can mention,
also pursuing PhD in NLP. So even I am developing new algorithm. So I am working on that.
how much years we can put by this course, how much experience we can mention in our resume.
So so you can keep 3 years.
Okay.
So
Because
more
it
than
is
that, more
because
than
it is
that,
very
no.
new topic, right? AI and all, like
Yeah.
ChatGPT and all. So if we keep 3 years, then is it fine?
Yes, no problem. 3 years enough.
Okay.
Because 3 years, what they will expect, they will not expect too high. So just if you know all the basics, how to do, how to implement, that is more than sufficient. So, but you should know the advanced topics also. What are all the topics which are there and that is implementing in Python, that is fine. Even nowadays, that is, I think you know, generative AI, generative models, LLM models. I think you listen this one. Whether you listen, generative AI. What is meant by generative AI and LLM models is it is going to create a new text. It is going to create new image. It is going to create new video. It is able to create by itself. That is called ChatGPT, which is a generative AI that are developed based on the LLM models. LLM models is large language models. Large language models means where we have the more weights, more parameters. So algorithm to algorithm, if you are going, the parameters are increasing. So what is meant by parameter? That all we'll discuss there. So any doubts still?
హలో
Yeah.
సార్ అది ఫిల్ చేయమని అంటారా వాళ్ళ డీటెయిల్స్ వస్తారు మనకి
Yes, yes. Please fill that form. Whatever they have posted in the chat box.
డెమో వీడియో ఈరోజు టుడే డెమో వీడియో చూసండి వినిపిస్తాను
Do we have any pre-recorded videos for AI, or else this is the first batch?
This is first batch. Even before I have taken so many batches, not in the Go Online. That is my personal training.
Okay.
So that I have took nearly 1.5 years. Complete from the scratch. That is SQL, Python, Power BI. Next coming to machine learning, deep learning, ANN, CNN, NLP, AWS, DevOps, MLOps. So every topic I have discussed. That's why it took for me 1.5 years. That is my my separate course, not in Go Online. Even the DevOps also, which they have included recently to the machine learning, where we have to implement how in the DevOps will be having CI/CD pipelines. Anyone DevOps engineer there here? Okay. CI/CD pipelines. How there are so many tools will be there like Jenkins, Ansible, Maven. The same process like Docker and Kubernetes. The same way in the machine learning also, these operations is they have included. So here they used to call us MLOps. For even coming to NLP also they have included, that is we'll call as AI ops. So very rarely these people are there. If you learn the topic into the depth, you will get more jobs. That is AI ops. So that is based on the whatever you learn. So whether I want to tell or that, I will decide at that time. So that is a most advanced thing where everyone is using like ML ops and AI ops in industry. The prerequisites to learn AI is Python. Yeah, Python you should have to know. So another course also we started, that is the data science. There we have the machine learning plus AI, both combined. That is data science, that is separate course. Yeah, Python basic to advanced level, that is the OOPS concepts you should have to know. So because everything will implement in modular programming in an industry. Modular programming in the sense where you are going to implement by using OOPS concepts. So no one will prefer to write in the scripting. First initial stages, until you comfortable, you will do everything in scripting way. Once you feel comfortable, then you should have to implement in modular programming. That is through OOPS. First of all, you should have to know the basic knowledge, how it is implementing, what are all the steps we require, step by step, how we will implement, that I will show. That is in the scripting way, theory plus practical. Next, we will go for the modular programming whenever the projects are started. So even in the real-time industry also, you will implement the same style. So still you have any doubts? Otherwise, we will end the session for today. The course, when it will start, everything, admin team people will inform you. You can contact them. What are all the timings? So mostly I will take this on weekday only instead of weekend. So if you are comfortable in weekday or weekend, based on you, I can take 2 batches, weekday and weekend also. So you can inform to the admin team if you are interested in this course, whether is it possible for you weekday or weekend, inform them. So based on that, I will take the decision. Okay, then thank you all.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
So tomorrow also same time, no?